Hey everybody, welcome back. This video is taking a little bit longer to come out with than I had originally planned. I originally planned, you know what, after my weekend, when I get back into town, Monday evening, I could do something, or Tuesday evening, I can make a video for you. Turns out not the case, because Monday or Tuesday, I seriously messed up my eyes. So basically in this video, backing up from my last one, I said I was going to do possibly what's in my hunting pack. This here is for anybody who does a daily hunt, you drive out, come back home, whichever, and who wants to do it on a budget, who doesn't need the top of the line stuff just because you may see the person you idolize using it, or you see advertisements for it all over the place. You don't need none of that. I got away with this particularly, and you know what, it's worked out wonders. It worked out perfect for me, and you know what, I'm certainly surprised at how well the feel, comfortability, and everything of just the pack alone. So this here's the pack. You know what, it's small pack, whatever, lots of carrying options in it and everything like that. And you know what, best part was, it's like $50 to $55 on Amazon. Now remember, this is in Canadian currency, so American currencies, you're probably looking about $30, $33 possibly. Don't quote me, I'm not good with conversions. I use Google for USD to Canadian conversions. But yeah, it's not a bad pack at all. You know what, it's surprisingly super comfortable. Can't go wrong with it. And you know what, for the price point of like 50 bucks, let's call it, you really can't go wrong. It felt very comfortable using, and so on and so on. So it's going to be interesting to see what I have in this pack, as the last time I actually opened it was Christmas Day. Christmas Day was my last hunt, the last time I was able to get out to do a deer hunt before the season ended. Didn't harvest anything, I was unlucky, but I got my fingers crossed for this coming season. And I've got a new different hunting spot I'm going to be trying out. I got two options, so I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully I can get some reviews coming. Alright, so let's jump right in it. So the first thing I got in here is my dead downwind wind detector. I bought this on Amazon because I didn't think Bass Pro had it, and everywhere I checked didn't have it. Well, Bass Pro has this in a very stupid area where you just can't see it unless you're like laying down on the ground looking at a shelf. With this here, I think this was like an add-on with this backpack, and so with the add-on it was basically free. You can't go wrong. I think if you were to buy this by itself, like $4, $5, maybe $3. You know what, it worked exactly how I envisioned it to, with the swirling winds, trying to get the detection down to a T, to where it's coming through and where it's ending up, because I want to be hunting with the wind in my face so the bucks can't get my scent. So yeah, this worked out really well. Next thing we got is my call, grunt tube and all. This here, it's not your most high-end quality, or high-end quality, I guess, in price point range you can put it, but when you get it working, it sounds great. It does sound horrible through my phone's camera, so I'm not going to be doing that off that. Maybe when I get a newer camera, better quality, everything, I'll be able to actually show you guys and make a review on this call. This here, you get the buck doe fawn options, your volume on how loud, how high pitch, how low pitch, whatever. You get all that options with it. With all you're doing is you're adjusting it all with your hands and your mouth, basically just like a normal call. So this actually worked out very well. Hunting, post rut, whatever, trying to get something to come in, whatever. I'm seeing all these tracks and all these bedding and everything like that, so I'm trying to get something in, and I ended up pulling in a doe and a fawn. Me not thinking, I don't have my doe tag, I can't take one, so, well, at least I know it worked well. Next thing will be actually two things: my broadhead tool and my arrow puller. Now, the only reason why I'm doing these two together are because the last time I had to use either one of these is when I was tuning my hunting arrows, and where I was using the range, they would not allow broadheads, so I had to use field points in, and this was just because after X amount of arrows, it can start to kill your hands, and when you're sweating, good luck getting your arrow out, because your hand's going to slide off as if it has oil all over it. So these two are pretty good. If anybody wants to pick up one of these, this is a Luminac extinguisher. I paid like 15 bucks for it or something, or 10 bucks. It's a great tool. It works for me. But again, I don't use it often. I only use it when I'm really sweating, or if it's like 30 plus degrees outside, pure sun on me, and I'm at a range for hours and hours, just trying to get everything to a T and a point and where I feel comfortable leaving. So yeah, let's carry on. Next thing I got in here is actually something I've had for a very long time, and that's my Husky multi-tool. This thing, actually, I was using it on my last hunt, or I think the third last time I went out. You get pliers, you got a saw, you got a knife, you got a little screwdriver, flathead, looks like a bottle opener, or a couple bottle openers, so Husky knows what we do with these. I actually use this to saw down some branches, like small branches, for a laneway. And you know what? Having one of these things always helps, even for daily reasons. But I always carry this around in my hunting pack, because you never know when I'm going to need it. All right, let's get on to the next thing here. Now, a lot of people don't need one of these, but I carry this as a kind of like a memory and a keepsake kind of thing. My grandfather was deer hunter. I don't know if I can show this or if it'll pick up. Well, that's the deer my grandfather had a long time ago. A little 6-point, but hey, back in the early 70s or whatnot, you're out. They see it, boom, done. They weren't big trophy. They were just looking for meat to bring home. Well, the thing I always carry with me is actually his buck knife. And you know what? He's still with me in a way, so that just stays there. Just good to look at when I do have to open up my pack, and makes me remember who kind of gave me a push to go forth with it. Okay, so next thing we got in here are my binos. Now, I took these out of the case just so I can easily pull them in and out type of thing, but these are my Bushnell Permafocus. They are 10 by 50, 393 feet at 100 or 1,000 yards. And you know what? They're not too bad at all, in my opinion. You know, again, bow hunting on a budget, or hunting on a budget altogether, I think I paid maybe $165 for these things, maybe $180 max. And you know what? These things, I've tried the other kinds. I've tried the more higher end Bushnells and like Vortex and whatnot. Okay, if you got the budget, yeah, you know what? Vortex, they're insanely good company for optics. It's just not in my price range. These pair were actually a lot closer to my price range, so that's why I picked them up. But you know what? I don't see much difference. These work wonders. They're amazing. So they stay in my bag. Now, next thing are game bags. These are Alaska game bags. They are for obviously bigger game animals. I bought this at Bass Pro for I think like 10 bucks. Because when I get out there, and if I'm lucky enough to harvest, I don't know if I want to quarter it out and put it in the game bags, or if I just want to gut it, drag it to the truck, off I go. So I leave myself the option. To put a quarter in and out and put it in a game bag, or like I said, drag it out, put it in my truck, and then do everything when I get home, if my garage rafters will handle it, really. Alright, next thing for me, some good heavy duty rope. I bought this actually at a Princess Auto. It's the exact same kind that like Bass Pro, Sail, Cabela's, what they would sell, just on a slightly, like, I think I saved like $5 on it, or $8 on it. I think I got like 50 feet, no, 100 feet or 200 feet of this right now. Haven't used it yet, as I probably won't even know where to start to untie it from, honestly, but it's always good to have it, because you never know if you gotta go up a valley and you need both your hands, where you can tie this onto your bow, or if you with a gun, tie it up to there somewhere, and rope it up, or help you drag a deer out, type of thing. So these are always handy. They're for many purposes. Can't go wrong. Here, this is my rattle bag. Can't do it too loud, or my dogs will come down and go crazy. They fucking love this thing. But again, Bass Pro, Primos rattle bags. Can't go wrong. Know what? They work. If you have horns from a previous harvest and you use those, know what? That's free rattling right there. But these weren't too bad. I think it was like 20 bucks or so, or was it 20 bucks or 15 bucks? I don't know. I'm probably getting all my prices mixed up, but these are pretty good, and I enjoyed them. They did what I needed them to do. Just never got a deer within range to come in close enough. So that's the disadvantage of spot and stock hunting, which I do spot and stock on a budget, because I can't afford tree stands or anything like that. So spot and stock is my go-to. So having tools like this definitely helps you with a better chance. Next thing I would like to talk about is actually scent killer, and it's actually the supercharged scent killer Hunt Dry. You know what? It worked for me. As you guys know, I do smoke, so that kind of defeats the purpose of having a scent killer. And I know what, there's people who's going to say, oh, you can't smoke and hunt, you can't smoke and hunt. It's not, it's like, think about it. When our grandparents and great-great-grandparents were hunting, they went out in red plaid jackets, smoking, cigar smoking. They could harvest whenever they want. So nowadays, yeah, okay, there might be some differences in the way the animals see things and use their senses now. Who knows? But I do. This is a brand I use. It works for me. It takes all the odor out, all the scent. It literally kills the scent. Never had an issue with this, as I was able to spot and stalk, what, like 3 yards up to a doe, and I was just watching it, and then I got spooked by the buck I was actually chasing. So this is actually a not too bad product. This time around, I may get the detergent version too, to really boost it in a little bit more. But yeah, highly recommend it. Scent Killer Supercharged, or Supercharged Scent Killer Autumn Formula. Definitely would advise to use this product. Funny note, I guess I had a bottle of water in there from a Tim Hortons. Always good to have water and snacks if you plan on doing a very long hunt. But water regardless, or a snack regardless, whichever, all depends on how your body works. Me, I only carry a bottle of water because I'm not one to eat during a hunt. I don't eat much working at all. Hardly, actually, I never eat working. So I think my body is just building that immune to needing to eat during physical labor of any sorts. So I just bring a bottle of water with me. I get out there, I do what I gotta do, and try to get it done. Try to fill my tank. Yeah, on to the next. Now this is actually the last thing, believe it or not, because my rangefinder is just, I forgot to put it back in here, but my rangefinder, it's the Halo X6 or Halo 6, or it's a Halo brand rangefinder. I did find some issues with it when I was using it this year, and a very light fog, it would not want to pick up range, so I in a way don't recommend it, but on a budget it worked perfect. I myself, I want to try to upgrade it. That is going to come over time as a price point to really good ones that work through fog sometimes and everything, or even the slightest bit of fog, I should say, not even thick fogs, like really minimalistic fog. It would power through. So that's to come. Now here are my gloves for when it's super cold out. No, I'm not a glove person. I can't stand to wear gloves. But you know what? These guys have saved my ass this past season. They are the Manzella gloves. They are a bow release collar. They also have a bow release collar as well. As you can see, you open up there, see if I can show you guys. Come here like this, and obviously I have my release here. My release can just slide down here, and they got two pads right on your thumb and index finger that works out perfect. And then you just turn it back up, and your release can still flow through, no problem. You know what? They're not very thick at all, and they're very warm. So I do highly recommend these. These are like $25. Yeah, basically, to recap everything, for budget day pack hunting, what I believe you should have, you can easily have everything for $250, $300, maybe $400 max. As I am in search of a new headlight, and new flashlight. I'm going to try to keep those around the $60 to $80 range. Hell, I actually saw one at, what was it called? The Atmosphere. It's actually in Sherwood Gardens. This headlamp unit is so bright for like $40. I honestly couldn't see for, honestly, I could not see for about 10 seconds. So when I can't see for 10 seconds because of one light, I know it's a good one. So those two things are probably going to be coming. I also have my skinning knife and everything. That's just on my hunting pants still. That along with a little Browning knife. Box-side, came with a holster, and I paid about $60 for it. So this basically concludes the video. If you guys liked it, please click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, as there is to be better content coming. I plan on picking up another camera, or a camera I should say, and you guys might be coming on to an adventure with me when I pick up my new site, possibly this or next coming Friday. So stay tuned and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye.